Hi guys, I'm going to show you guys how I curl my hair. A tip that I can share with you is never to curl your hair or flat iron your hair. Don't ever use any type of hot tool in your hair. When it's wet, damp, any type of moisture, you want to make sure it's completely dry before you add any heat to it. I washed my hair yesterday, so I already have heat protectant in my hair and other products that I already used when I round brushed my hair yesterday. And I'm going to show you that you can still manage to curl your hair with dirty hair. So I'm going to start with parting my hair. I use my fingers as like a comb, and I'll start like right on top of my ear, and I'll move back and I'll use this to separate my hair. One thing that I use at home and in the salon are my claw clips. I love them, especially when you have thicker hair. I think everyone should invest in claw clips. Depending on the thickness of your hair will depend on how many sections you'll have to curl. I have thick hair, so I'm going to do it in 3 sections in the back. You want to make sure that your curling iron's hot. This is put down so it doesn't leave any indentations. And then you want to prime it like 1 or 2 times. Then you want to curl away from your face. And you'll leave about 1.5 inches to 2 inches out on the ends. And you want to curl from your roots, from the top down. You don't want to curl from the bottom up. And then I like to twirl the barrel when it's coming down. Another tip, if you want your ends a little more straight, instead of going in with a flat iron, since your curling iron's already hot and you're already using it, you could just pull it down at the very end to smooth that out for you. And you just need to leave it on for like 30 seconds. If you grab too thick of a section, it won't curl correctly. And then the next section, I usually use like the tip of my eyebrows as a guide. And then you just part your hair there. So you always want to make sure that your clamp is facing the mirror, facing forward. And then you curl away from your face. And not every single time you curl your hair do you have to curl away from your face. There are techniques to curl towards your face. You can do like alternate your curls, one going forward, one going back. It just depends on what your end style that you're trying to achieve. But today I'm curling everything away from my face. And another thing you can do also is you can start from the back. If it's easier, if you're just starting, it probably will be. And the reason for that is you'll start in the back and whatever's not curled is forward, so then at the end of your section, you're not confused as far as like, oh, did you miss a piece in the back that could potentially be. So I had COVID back in October of 2020 before there was any vaccine, or COVID was fairly new. And I ended up losing a lot of hair. So you're gonna see in these next sections. So all these hairs are regrowth coming back in from when I lost all my hair. So if you had COVID and you experience hair loss, hang in there because it does eventually grow back. And you use your thumb to barely lift the clamp, because if you push the clamp down a little too hard, you'll just release the entire curl and you'll lose it and just have to start all over again. So just barely clamp it down. So my hair's a little thicker where all my new growth's coming in, and then this is just like all the hair I had in front of my face when I did have my hair loss. So if you just grab a little too thick of a section, just let the curling iron sit there for a little longer. So I'm gonna curl these little hairs. But see how it's like thick, and then there's like barely any hair at the end. So that's where it gets a little tricky on how to curl this hair. Your hair in the back will take the heat a lot better than the hair around your face. The hair around our face is a lot more fragile. It'll break a lot easier. It's finer. So you don't want to leave the curling iron around the hair around your face on too long. You don't want to burn it. So when I get to the very top part of my hair, I really don't use the clamp as much. You can if it's like hard for you to keep like track as far as what's curled, what's straight. And if you pick up your hair, you'll see like that's already curled. And another tip, the way you hold the barrel towards your hair when you're curling it will change your actual curl. So if I'm holding mine vertically because I want this type of curl, if you hold your barrel this way, the curl will look completely different, even like at an angle. So you always want to make sure it's kind of at a diagonal. Okay guys, so I'm done curling all my hair. I'm gonna now apply hairspray to help pull some of the curls. I would prefer to texture spray, but I wasn't able to bring my hair products with me. And you want to lift your hair and spray inside, not just over. You want to spray all your curls. A shine spray to help smooth it out, to keep shine obviously in my hair. So you don't need to always brush out the curls. You can just use your fingers. Go in there and brush out the curls you just combed, or just brush out the curls that you just curled with your fingers. This one's just a little too curled in front of my face. You could just grab the curling iron and run it through, and it'll soften it up a little bit more. You can use your paddle brush. Okay, so I'm done. It doesn't take a long time to curl your hair, and it's actually a look that is very popular and a lot of people like it. So I hope this helps you curl your hair at home.